What's up, dog?
So I'm gonna hit the quad.
Gonna hit the quad. We out here training for Loretta Lynn's Area Qualifier, Jimmy Weinert's training facility, February 9th, 2025. How are we feeling about the likelihood of qualifying for Loretta's after that start, Mr. Wilmot?
Oh, I can come back, man. Just like fucking Chase Sexton.
Freaking.
Look at this. Big glass. So I might have to be on baby duty.
Speaking of baby duty, we got Young Buck out here.
I just spent my entire weekend at County Line Motocross Park in Bolton, North Carolina, get some last minute prep in for the Loretta Lynn's Area Qualifier at Jimmy Weinert's training facility. I'm happy to report I'm feeling great on the bike. I'm getting better every time I ride, and I think it's time to party.
What's up, B? You got a new bike or what, dude? How's that PW50 treating you, dog?
I've ultimately decided to race two classes in the Loretta Lynn's Area Qualifier this upcoming weekend. I'm going to be racing 30 plus and 450C. I have not previously raced two classes on one day before. That means I'm going to have four potentially relatively long motos. And in an effort to ensure that I could actually do four full effort motos, the mission this past weekend was to do four practice motos at my local county line, Bolton, North Carolina, to simulate what my upcoming Sunday is going to look like. So I recorded this GoPro footage during my second of four motos on Saturday. On Sunday I did four motos as well. Those were 5 laps, 6 laps, 6 laps, 7 laps, and we're on a relatively long track here with 2.5 minute lap times, so we're really pushing for about 15-minute motos. Very happy to report not only was I able to do 4 15-minute motos on Saturday and Sunday, but both days, the third and fourth motos actually felt like my strongest motos. I felt like I was building strength and endurance throughout the day, and I'm definitely feeling good going towards next weekend. One thing to say for sure, my local track, County Line Motocross Track, one of the more technical and difficult motocross tracks across the entire state of North Carolina. I've ridden at Jimmy Weinert's plenty, and frankly, I'm more comfortable at Jimmy Weinert's, even though it is a deep sand track. The jumps out there, in my opinion, not nearly as tight, steep, or just generally difficult and dangerous. So across the board, I'm feeling pretty good about myself coming into this upcoming weekend. Of course, I'm going to be throwing on the chest camera, as AMA was not going to allow me to wear the helmet mount GoPro for my race this weekend, so obviously I will be updating you as soon as possible about how the first area qualifier goes. And this coming up weekend, it's really just a test. I'm going to see what I'm capable of. I'll prove to myself that I can race 4 motos. we might get beat really bad. I do know some of the other competitors that are going to be racing 30 plus. Looks like I'm going to be racing against some local pros at a minimum. So at this juncture, am I thinking I'm actually going to qualify this weekend? It's leaning towards a probably not. But I promise y'all I'm going to stay positive. I'm going to push hard off the start gate. There really is one particular issue I know I have coming this weekend. So the start gate at Jimmy Weinert's, it's about 100 feet, tight U-turn left, probably at least a football field, maybe 2 of them. Then it's a U-turn right, big double, super juicy double that I love a whole lot. Immediately after that is a triple. I have not hit the triple yet. I'm going to need to hit that. I'm not even entirely sure I'm going to be able to practice. I think they scheduled practice on a Friday. I work for the government. I ain't getting off work. Not going to be able to go practice. I hadn't hit that triple yet. I know it's in the realm of possibility of things I can do. So if I don't get to practice, I'm just going to be hitting it lap 1. Simple fact of the matter is I cannot afford to get landed on. And I really think once I hit that triple, it's going to be smooth sailing the rest of the moto to the finish line. Whether I come in 3rd, 5th, 8th, 16th, 32nd, I don't know. I don't know how many people are going to show up. I just know that I'm going to give the best performance I can. And the main thing I'm looking forward to right now is figuring out where I'm at as a rider. How bad am I going to get dropped? Am I going to get lapped by some of these guys? I don't know. Certainly a possibility. Am I going to get dead last? I don't know. Certainly a possibility, but we're going to forge for ourselves a foundational point where I've identified where I'm at as a rider and what I need to do to get where I want to be, because I've already identified as a competitive athlete across, my entire history as a human being. Frankly, I started racing BMX as 5 years old. Always pushed to do the biggest, best thing that I can possibly do next. And as I've entered the world of motocross, I have a whole ton of fun out here, hanging out with the boys, goon riding, ripping laps. But the simple fact of the matter is, yeah, long term, I do want to make it out to Loretta's. It might not be this year, but at a minimum, I'm going to know when I leave this weekend where I need to be next year, what roughly the lap times I need to be running to qualify, things like that. And another thing to absolutely look forward to about this coming weekend, this is not my last chance. I've already identified North Carolina Motorsports Park as the track I'm best at across North Carolina. They have an area qualifier coming up in April. So say I get 12th this weekend, I was just barely on the outside looking in, need top 9 to qualify. If I get 12th, I put 2 more months of work in, I do believe I can push those couple of spots up and get my ticket to the regional Loretta Lynn's qualifier. So if you've made it this far in the video, I really hope that this has inspired you to follow your own personal dreams. No matter how big or small, to push every single day to be a better rider, if that's your thing, and certainly to be a better human being, to aspire to be a role model to the kids at the track, and to aspire to be the best version of yourself you can possibly be. Quite candidly with y'all, I raced motocross a little bit from about 8 to 12 years old. I'm 31 now. That's the 19 years off the dirt bike math. I felt like I had the sport ripped away from me. My parents ran out of money, simply couldn't afford it. I enjoyed it a lot, frankly, was not that good at it, was a lot better at BMX racing anyway, which is why they wanted me to stick with that. Nonetheless, we're back out here, and I could not possibly be more excited, having the time of my life with Wilmot, the Hughes gang. I mean, all these people. Just met so many cool people within the sport. Todd, my local track owner here, such a nice guy, great person. Certainly appreciative for y'all having tuned into this video. I look forward to updating y'all very soon, probably about this time next week, to tell y'all just how my first ever Loretta Lynn's Area Qualifier went. One last thing as we wrap up what was the last lap out of this moto. I think it was a shorter moto. I kind of hate I didn't film the Sunday motos. I was really pushing on those. That jump in particular right there, that big step up, started to get really scary when the arm pump set in. And that's one of the things I learned as you ride throughout the day. The arm pump was not as bad on those 3rd and 4th motos as it was on the 1st and 2nd. But even when I was talking to the track owner, Todd, my buddy William McPhee, Wild Bill, before I did these motos, they said you don't have to hit every single jump, every single lap. Just push as far as you can go, and then when you think you're done, still do 2 kind of chill laps, and that's what we've done. 4 full motos on Saturday, 4 full motos on Sunday. I'm showing up next weekend ready to give the best performance I possibly can. And I look forward to updating y'all very soon. Till then, I appreciate y'all as always turning into the video. Look forward to catching y'all on the next one real soon. Till then, peace, y'all.
We're gonna go out there and do 10 laps, Spencer, and if you come off, you owe me $100 if I beat you. You see that? This is technicality right here, guys. So we're gonna make sure every single spoke is at 3 Newton meters. Yep.